So we're on to mission 5. I don't think this one's too hard. It's about as hard as the last one, really. Like it's nowhere near as challenging as the second mission, say, or as tricky as the third mission. But we'll get into it a bit more once we've gone through the tabs. Wow, an entire company. Is that like 30 units? 20, 30 units? I always get confused about the sizes of the units in this. Like, how big is a battalion versus a company in this? So, despite what it says, we will try to give you artillery support. Yeah. There's no ground artillery support in this. There's no rocket trucks for you to rely on. You do have air support in this mission though, at various points. Yeah, and there's only one plan. Yeah, okay, so what we need to do is we'll be coming in on foot from this direction. We'll start like here, I think it is. This is like a series of mounting ranges. We need to assault this mounting where the enemy are beginning to dig in, because they want to set up a base on the mountain, I guess. So we need to assault the mounting, take out the enemy units on the mounting, and then once we've done that, hold the top of the mounting for 30 minutes. Before we then retreat down here into these mountains. And as I say, if you do the prep work, this mission isn't too hard, but it does have challenging elements. I think like if you actually try to attack the mountain head on, so if we came down here and like attacked this way, like going from here to here, we would get our asses handed to us. You have to be kind of sneaky about it, because as I say, it's basically like a whole bunch of enemies on a raised platform, so you can't really see them, but they can see you and shoot down at you, which is really difficult. I think what I usually do is I come up here, like to the top of the map, where there's a bunch of trees and forested area, and then come around to the back of the mountain. There's actually a gap, or side of the mountain, backside, you know. There's actually a gap in the enemy lines around here that you can use to get higher up, and then slowly pick off the enemy units as you make your way up, which is how I usually just do the mission. You do get air support, which is useful. I don't use it straight away, I don't think, because there's the risk of your airplanes getting taken out by enemy fire, but it can be quite useful, especially near the end of the mission. Once you've got your units to near the top of the mountain, taking out the stragglers of the enemy unit, it can help to have that air cover, because what I usually do is I clear as much as I can see and then maybe send a few units around the mountain to check for enemy units, but then also like bombard the tree cover and the little out of the way places on the mountain where enemy units might be hiding, because you need to clear the mountain, otherwise you can't start the counter on the 30 minutes. But then you have to be careful, because you don't want to run into a stray enemy unit and have it take out multiple mechs. So I think with this one we'll go for just 10 dollars. We've got, as I say, no rocket artillery, but we do have air support. and I presume they're going to be available for the entirety of the mission. As I say, I think we get additional air support in this one. I think I should have enough of the new power loaders for everybody. These new girls have quite dodgy stats. So like, look at her, she's got good scanning, good defense, but like her anti-ground stat, I think that's anti-ground, is pretty poor. I mean, she's not too bad actually, but like, look at her AP, that's pretty awful. And then Miki over here, is it Miki? Is that her first name? I mean, she's not too bad. Her scanning range is terrible, but defense is a bit poor. But I mean, she's got 30 AP and good anti-ground and anti-air. Oops. Yeah, okay, we'll go with them then. Still haven't decided if I'll do this off screen or what. So we do have the advanced assault loaders as well, if we wanted to use those, and give those a look. So again, similar in design to the standard assault model, but with some modifications to make it look a bit cooler. Yeah, I don't really see the point in using the assault mechs mostly. Like, I used them the first few times I played the game, but then after that I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. Oh yeah, let's make sure everybody has either a recon unit or the advanced power loader. Yeah. Or everybody on the team anyway. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yeah, I guess we will probably do it on screen then. Oh, okay, no, she needs a proper one. Wait, who did I give? Whoops. Gave it to the wrong girl, didn't I? Oops. I apologise. She's our scanning expert. That said, I don't know how much difference like the added scanning points adds, sort of thing. Like, what does this, is this extra range for us, or does it make any difference, any practical difference for us? Okay, do these have more ammo actually? Ah, okay, yeah, so maybe I should give them the 60 wongs. So we'll want a mixture of weapons with this one as usual. I think we'll want to have probably some mid-range missiles and also a few heavier missiles. I know we face tanks in this one, but I'm not too sure what else we face. I think some anti-air units. I mean, it said in the description we'd be fighting armoured infantry, I think it was, which is just basically their power dolls, but I don't remember any power dolls in this one. Maybe I'll wipe them out with the air cover, I'm not too sure. But I mean, we've got, I mean, we can probably use most of their loadout from the last mission, can't we, really? Is that better? Yeah. I mean, I want a couple or at least a few with the shoulder guns. So yeah, those two having shoulder guns is good. And then we've got missiles as well. Okay, let's equip her first then. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it is an improvement, but it has slightly lower accuracy. Or is that accuracy or is that damage? Does that mean it's slightly less effective against a ground unit, or does it mean it's more inaccurate against a ground unit? That's a bit unclear. I honestly don't know what most of these stats refer to though. That's the shameful thing, my shameful secret. So I think she's okay. So it's these two, isn't it, mainly? Oh, whoops. Oh, it carries less ammo as well, but then shots are slightly more effective. Yeah, I guess that's probably better. Yeah, I don't think there's much point in carrying rockets at this point, like... Although I guess, I mean, we are carrying grenades, aren't we? So rockets aren't much different from grenades. They're practically the same thing, just a shoulder weapon. So we are carrying a lot of firepower, so this will slow us down. Oh, wrong plane. I'm just going to completely change subjects, but with the planes I'm just going to go for the standard loadout I've had before. 2 of the MK20s and 2 MK50s. Especially with this mission, we need to be clearing out large areas and just doing shitloads of damage. So we might as well just use the 20s and the 50s rather than, like, say, missiles or anything else. You know, if this was a modern game, I'd just be able to select all of these guys, all of these pilots, aircraft pilots, and just equip them all with the same gear. I think you can do that in, is it Xenonauts? Well, there's a few games where you can do it, but like, you can just select team members and just equip them all. Yeah, that's the right plan, isn't it? Sorry. Equip them all with like a loadout, which is nice. I love those small conveniences that modern games have. Like the strategy elements from like the 90s haven't changed, but then they add things to make the game just that bit more playable, if that makes sense. Or more comfortable to play, I should say. I like that in a lot of respects. Like, I think there are a lot of gameplay styles that have gone out of favour, but that could still work. Like, say, tank controls in a survival horror game. If you just add minor conveniences, modernised conveniences, to make them work. For reference, you can take, like, is it all 15 dolls we have at the moment? Is it 14? Did we miss one? Is it 14 at the moment? Yeah, okay. Are we missing somebody, or do we have one more pilot to get? Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you could take all 14 pilots. It would make the mission ridiculously long, though. And not quite as exciting and fun to watch, which this will obviously be. I promise. Yeah, I think that's pretty good though. I mean, we've got a number of True 35s, we've got large cannons. Well, we've only got 2 with True 35s, haven't we? But we've got some True 25s. And we've got a shit ton of artillery, haven't we? Or air support, I should say. Well, the mechs come with artillery, don't they? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. I mean, we've got enough support weapons. We've got plenty of grenade launchers. Got rifles for direct firing Gatling guns. Got missiles for direct non-line of sight fire. And cannons for line of sight long range fire. So yeah, well, not doing too badly. Just save again, why not? But yeah, I think 10 for this mission is pretty good. I might just be about to get my ass handed to me though. I guess we'll see.
Finally we made it. Okay, everybody, we'll stop here.
Okay. Yeah, there we go. So we just dumped on the mountainside. And we have to make our way to the target. So yeah, this is what we'll need to assault. What we'll do is, I say, we'll come up here, we'll come down here, and across here. I think the gap is like here, yeah, here. Somewhere around here. We can climb up without getting shot. Like it's just a few squares. So we'll climb up there, we'll come around, we'll climb up there, and then we'll start picking off units. You have to be very careful though, because it is very easy for them to shoot you. Like you're in a bad place, buddy. But apologies, we will be spending probably the next 15 minutes just running across the map. Kind of like that though, like in some respects. Like I like the fact the game sort of makes you waste your time. I don't know, maybe that sounds terrible, but like I feel like one part of the realism in games is when they make you sort of do boring things as lead up to the action, if that makes sense. Like it's build up to the events, it's build up to the excitement, or the exciting bit I should say. It's like when you spend like an hour in a survival horror game just looking for items or whatever, exploring, solving puzzles, and then you have a boss battle. God, this music. Some next level elevator music for sure. Is that everybody? Apparently it is. Okay. Don't get shot, don't get shot, don't get shot.